Hello everyone, Corn here and welcome to my channel. Today I thought we'd hang out together in the craft room. This is take 2 today. I've tried to do this months ago when it was requested by some of my subbies, but that failed too, so hopefully we can get it done today. And I'm showing you a doorstop that I cleaned up. It was in kind of rough shape and repainted. And let me see, I'm going to try not to make you too dizzy, but this is handheld, so upon entering the room, let me turn the light on. You'll see I have a bag hanging up. The door says Corn on it. I got those letters at Dollar Tree. And then the hook, if we keep going up and up and up, has a bunny rabbit on it. And as you see by the handle, this is an older home that we're in. And so right here, that's just the side of the shelves. I can't push the door back any further because there's a door stop. There's my art table, which I don't know if you can see the little levers, I guess, that you can tilt the top so that I can have it tilted when I draw. And upon entering, this is what it looks like. And then we'll come in like so. I'm going to try to do it as slow as possible so that I don't make you all like, ooh, give you motion sickness. And I had to close the window because we're having construction, road construction, and it's really loud out there. And so on the side, beside my desk, there's my chair. This set of shelves are from Walmart. They're like $19.95 or something, and they're sitting on top of a nice solid pine set of shelves that I got. Handsome and I got at a church rummage sale. And on the top, you know, you'll have seam binding is in this container. This has hooks in it. We have ribbon roses and things like that. I do not know what is in these 2 little sequined containers I got at Dollar Tree. I don't remember what's in them. I know it's items I don't use often. Excuse me. And then on this shelf, there's paper in here and paper in here. There's a lot of markers here, here, and here. This is the Martha Stewart circle cutter I only started recently using. And this is blush. And there's my little Q-tip that I use to put blush on. Remember the cloud that I put the blush on in the baby book, baby journal? That sits there. There's my craft mat from Tim Holtz, or Ranger. Down here, this section is the Tombow markers, and then these guys are markers that I was able to get either on clearance at Hobby Lobby or at a very good price at Ross. And then of course every craft room, doesn't every craft room need a bunny, a picture of a bunny amongst the tulips? This storage container and this storage container, they're both from Amazon. And this holds my distress inks and distress oxides. And of course there's some here too. And tight quarters. You know, I've got to have pink roses somewhere. And yes, these are just the Dollar Tree roses that are in the bunches that I've stuck in there together. Oh, and Midge gifted this really cool sticker book to me. But I didn't arrange them or anything because I use them for display, and sometimes I just pull out the whole bunch and, you know, put behind a project or something. Down here, you all recognize these containers are Dollar Tree, and I have so many of them. Let me count. Let's see, 9, 16, 17, 18. I've got like 20 of them in here. I like their price. I love getting them for $1. I think they're attractive and they work wonders. In this one, what I do when I'm working on a project and I just have like a little scrap of paper left, I feed it. This is perfect. I feed it right through there. It's perfect to do that. It's fun to do too. These papers sitting on top of there, they're sitting on top of a large marker paper tablet that I have sitting on these two containers because that's where my scrap paper goes from, you know, like my whatever project I'm working on. And so I can have them right at my hands, you know, reach them really easily. In here, scrap packs, some paper from the scrap packs that I used to get at Hobby Lobby for 50% off. In here, there's fray check and my roller, my brayer. Let me think. What else is in there? Some like regular paper hole punches, staple guns, staples, things like that. Under here is, as you see, double-sided tape and glues and things like that. And here is bling. And then Norma Lisa gave me the Doodlebug goodies that are sitting there in the heart. Then you're going to see some more glues, and also that's from Dollar Tree. I use the Utterly Smooth. I've used that for years and years and years. And I did use it before Dollar Tree had it for my hands because they don't leave them greasy and you can still work with your paper. And that one is some more bling. And then what you see sitting on top of that, you've seen me pull out those papers and do certain inking with. Let me see if you can see beyond the trash can. I usually have 2 trash cans in here. The other one's out in the hallway, but I usually have 2 in here. One is for recycle and one is for trash. In here are wooden pieces, wooden ephemera. And here are a lot of my colored pencils, water and otherwise. And here, that's the Project Life cards, and below that are just also what you would call journaling cards. And then in here, that's my cutting boards, and I also have my a small scoreboard, and I also have my envelope punch boards. Okay. Now, when I sit down, this is what I look at. They're not in the hallway, but this is what I see. And yes, there are bunnies all over. We'll get to that in a minute. Okay. Now, I'm just turning to the other wall. So this is on the other side of the desk. You all may remember that Handsome got me my love elephant. I just think it's so sweet. It's made for a baby, and you all know I love baby pink the best. And that's where I end up getting a lot of my stuff is in the little girl section, you know. I just love that color pink, and you all know I love elephants. Handsome also got me the Hello Kitty goodies from McDonald's. And then in all those containers, there are some beads, but most of them are buttons because, as most of you know, I work with fabric flowers, and a lot of times I want my centers to be buttons. And then Maida, a Costa made me my cow. And then we have like little bag. Well, you know what I mean. They're not cosmetic bags, but they could be, and filled with goodies. And then on this section right here is paper pads that have the magnetic closure that I sometimes write notes in for my projects, and to the person who receives them. And then behind the cow, that they are long pins that I'd like to alter, like hat pins. Then here is teeny tiny stickers, mostly bunnies. And let's see, again, this holds like a hodgepodge of things. The paper on the top here, as you see, is mostly white, black, neutral colors, gray, cream, ivory. And on the bottom is black. I have embossing folders here. I have embellishments here. Fabric, flowers. This is a hodgepodge of projects that I have pulled items that I want to do for the future. The same is in here. Then on this one, Toby did the bunny rabbit for me up here. Little bee. Here. Another bunny. Then in this one, nothing. And this one, napkins. And this one, junk journal items. And this one, cards and envelopes. These are my Martha Stewart punches, some more Martha Stewart punches. And this has a lot of things that others have made for me, including this journal from Dawn, who's Dawn Age Creates here on YouTube. All about bunnies and cows and pink roses. And this one, some more junk journal items. Envelopes, stickers, bags, more junk journal stuff. So now we're going to, again, sorry guys. So now we're going to go here. These shelves came with the house, but I had to take them all down, spray paint the metal parts, and then let me see if I can get back any further. Yeah, spray paint the metal parts, and then paint sand and paint the boards. Here is sequins. Here is nothing. And in the middle where it says fleur, let me see if I can get it to, yeah, there we go. Where it says fleur, or some flowers that are so thick I barely use them, but they're there just in case I need them. Got them all on clearance. We've got some pearls and some bling and a little candle and stuff like that. The little home sign that I got 75% off at Hobby Lobby. I love it because it looks like a quilt. Lots of glitter and lots in these containers, and this has tatting thread. The bunny rabbit, the crystal bunny rabbit that just has one ear right now, that's because when I moved it, the ear came up, but I will fix it. Then we have vintage spools of thread here and here. Dolly from Crafty Mermaid Mom gave me that box, which has nothing in it. This has vintage embellishments in it, and that has nothing in it yet. One day maybe. These 4 boxes have nothing in them for now because when I opened them, they smelled so bad. Took what was in them out and made like a bottom of little tiny boxes and put, you know, those wax melts that smell like cinnamon, and you can get like 6 of the wax melts. I just cut them up into 6 and then put them in several of the boxes like that. This is one of those little rolling carts that we get at Michael's when they're on sale. And with, yes, punches, punches, punches. And if we move this away, let's roll it out of the way. Then these shelves I got for $24.99 at Ross. And I can actually, you can actually fold them up. They're folding shelves. I can fold them up and put them in the car if I want to. Which, if you did craft fairs, wouldn't that be fantastic? And these containers that match it, they're all from Ross also. And there's my crocodiles are in this. Then you all remember the only really paper craft item I made for myself is this junk journal. And then we have threads and needles and a threader and things and embroidery floss, things like that. Over here we've got charms. Here we've got a few things for junk journals. Here we've got cloths and things to work with and clean up, stamps and similar things. Here, this container has Bo Bunny items in it like this, but I put that little We Are Memory Keepers mat over top of that because as you see, I don't have tons of room. This needs to be put up, but what I do is put things there, that projects that I'm working on, and I just do that. I just put them there. I use it as like another workspace because I don't use the items within it very often. Glue, more glues and glue sticks and things of that nature. Some tools that I don't use a lot, but I figure right when I need them, if I donated them right when I need them, there they be. More glue dots and all that foam dots and things like that. Let's see, where to, y'all? Maybe just the desk. As you see, this is where I mount the phone, and this is where we do our craft with me's. There's my little Origami Bunny, and I did put, they don't add things to the origami animals. I do, you know me. I put a little pom-pom on his butt, for his little bunny butt, but I have this one waiting for me to do a pink one, and now that Thelma has sent me some beautiful pink paper, I'll make a pink one. And Diamond Dust, that Judy from my scrapbook loft, and Diane, who is Crafting Fury here on YouTube, taught us how to use it on flowers, which I'm going to do soon. And of course, there's going to be certain inks that I'm gonna have on my table all the time. This I'm not gonna, show you a perfect crafting table because that's never going to be mine. I mean, this is the neatest it's been in months and months and months because it's usually got all my stuff all over it. And here, what I do is I cut up on the flower trims. I cut them all up. And then I go around and cut out the tool in a circle. And then I place them in here. There's black ones on the bottom, these golden ones. I've got two other containers there ready for these to go in. These down here will be here. And just when I need them, I can just pull them out of there and they'll be ready. And these containers are from Dollar Tree. Remember when they had those great containers? And that's what I've been doing after I watch a live. I come and here and do that. Since I've done the baby journal, I've been just trying to prep for my next project because that baby journal took a whole lot of time, and I mean, a lot of people can do that quickly. I personally cannot. It took me a while. And then up here, y'all might have remembered Handsome gave me this dish with the bunny in the middle, and I used to have it on my desk, but it's round and it took up so much space. I have brushes. Doesn't want to, oh, it's because of my finger. Okay. Brushes here, large and small, palette knives. Ooh, it's the fingers messing it up. But all right, in the pink one at the top, that has some charms also. You'll see like art journals and scrapbooks and stuff like that tucked in here and there. You'll also see a bunny. Any little spot that I can get it. In the white containers is things like paper clips and what else besides paper clips? Oh, clothespins and things of that nature. Down at the bottom there are some journals and then some trim also, and then there's also container stickers. Okay, let's go over here now. And there's my source of music, and I listen to a lot of R&B, and there's the clock that you all not only hear now, but every time we do a craft with me. More brushes over there, more brushes again, more buttons. And this wreath has counted cross stitch in the middle of flowers, and I did that like 30 years ago. and these boxes down here are appliques, and several of them are empty because they have the the wax, cinnamon wax in them to try to get them to smell better. I got this sequin bunny at a thrift store. There's some bling, washi, and the containers that the washi is in was Michael's when I had a coupon. And then the bunny rabbit is from Midge. What's in this box are little houses that I want to alter. And then in this, I paid $15 for this piece, but it needed a lot of love and attention, which I gave it. And I need to change out these pulls, and I'm going to use those pulls instead with the pink roses, because these are so dimensional it doesn't want to shut properly. But I love the white on white. So inside there are my 6x6 paper pads, and smaller and some larger, but they're sitting this way. You'll see little notebooks and things tucked in the side. Some have from the past some pocket letters in them and such. Then at the top, that box has Tim Holtz. Then you see some more of my inking things. The paper that you'll see in the blue and purple and pink and green and yellow and orange, and then ivory and neutral colors. That's the containers are from Hobby Lobby when it was 50% off, and they're from scrap packs and stuff like that from Hobby Lobby. They're all solids. Some more ribbons in pink, greens, and whites. Some like little cute little packages, and my guest some junk journal items and stuff like that here. More paper, some right here, this whole section. Remember I told you, if you know somebody that has the boards for the comic books that they store, bags and boards, ask them if they're going to recycle, please to give them to you, because they're fantastic to use. And then some more scrapbooks here, some more paper, some odds and ends, paper, and then these are large clear bags for projects and things, and then mostly like watercolors and fine art, and there's watercolors set here too, and in that area, and some also some canvases, and over here again more fine arts and paints, acrylic paints and stuff like that here. Okay, Then on the closet door, these two pink, they're wreath holders, but you could get them at Dollar Tree. I think it was at Easter. And what I hooked onto them, those two, I don't know if they hold ties or scarves or what normally. I drape laces and ribbons on them. And then, let's go into the closet, y'all. Let me turn the closet light on. And then on this side, you'll see, I thought these colors were gorgeous. Remember when Dollar Tree had those darling things to wrap gifts with? And this, all this beautiful trim comes from Trina. She gifted it to me. Then what I do sometimes with my ribbons and trims is just put them on some clothes hangers, and then also put them on this hanger in blues and golds and silvers and pinks, and then in greens. And then there's canvases here, canvases there and there. There is the canvas material to stretch here. Some metal dies are in here. Some darling embellishment boxes that were gifted to me. Handsome made me this pocket letter, some more trims, some acrylic paints here. My stencils, and I wish that I had only gotten one of these pieces. You see how it's just a metal, coated metal piece that they just curve like this. It was at Dollar Tree, and I think that's to put your scarves on and stuff. And I wish that I'd gotten more than one. That was like 3 years ago. Stencils there. In the back, stuff for junk journals. Here, junk journal stuff too, like music and things. Here, this is stuff for a future project for a family member. Here is a future project with Maggie Home stuff. Here is, let's see, that is scrap pack paper from Walmart. Anything, there's some stamps here too, but a lot of stuff here is where it's so large, like, or so tall that it wouldn't go in my normal containers. And then, oh, my hand's getting tired. And then this pink, where I put here, this pink container is for shoes, but since I had the closet, I bought it and put stamps and then little containers here. This is where I usually put some plastic bags in there. I use them for a little bit of everything, and then some fabrics and some threads and some decoupage items. And then these are the very bottom, those are the large clear bags you can get from Dollar Tree. And let's turn. And like I said, this is mostly my fine art stuff, and like I said, acrylic paints, acrylic paints, acrylic paints. Trina gave me the bunny, and then this is Trina also designed this canvas that she redid. And let me turn this light off. And that's my craft room, everybody. I thought maybe we'd just hang out here today. And I'm going to go stand behind where I normally sit so you all can see what I normally see, and tell you that, and thank you for being with me, and to tell you I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.